let me give you some background on sleep. There's two main categories. We have non-REM sleep and then REM sleep. And REM stands for rapid eye movement. Okay? So the non-REM sleep is what we hit first. So let's talk about that first. There are 4 stages in non-REM sleep. Okay? They are aptly named stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. Okay? No fancy jargon on this. The first stage, very light sleep. That's that phase where you're transitioning. If you've laid in bed and you thought you may have heard something, but you're not sure if you dreamed it or if you actually did, that's happening in that transition phase. Right? In stage 2, things start slowing down, your eye movement stops, okay? You're moving into then that deeper sleep, which is stage 3 and stage 4. The way that it's supposed to work is that when you go to bed at night, that should be the most exhausted point of your day. Right? If you haven't slept during the day at all, you've had this long stretch, your body and your mind should be at its most exhausted point when you're going to bed, right? Theoretically, that's what we're aiming for. So what happens is your body cycles very quickly, or is supposed to, cycles quickly through stage 1 and stage 2 in the first part of the night and gets very early on into stage 3 and stage 4. We hit that deep sleep pretty quickly the first part of the night. And then over the rest of the night, it evens out. So we spend about an equal amount of time, or are supposed to, in stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. So as we get closer to daytime, that's when we're getting more and more into that light sleep phase. After you go through that non-REM sleep, then we hit REM sleep. So rapid eye movement. This is a very active stage of sleep. This is where we believe dreaming occurs. Okay, and a lot of other important stuff happens at this point too. Our memories are consolidated. We're trying to make sense of everything that was in that holding tank for the day and put it in with what we already know. That's why you're going to have your neighbor that you just ran into at the post office or the mail station playing cards in your house, which isn't really your house, and your second grade teacher's there. Right? It's these weird mixtures that we get in our dreams as we're taking those new memories and putting them in with what we already know. Okay? As I mentioned, it's also a very active stage of sleep. So if you watch somebody during this phase, their eyes are going to be moving back and forth behind their eyelids. Okay? Their breathing and heart rate and blood pressure are irregular, okay, because they're acting out these dreams. To prevent us from hurting ourselves, there's actually a response that we have in our brain that temporarily paralyzes our arms and legs during this phase of sleep, or is supposed to. Okay, we'll talk about a sleep disorder where that doesn't happen. But so that we're not acting out and punching and kicking and running in these dreams, we have that temporary paralysis, which you may have experienced. If you've ever been woken up from this dream phase, you may notice that it kind of takes a minute to be able to move your arms and legs. Okay? Here's how that can look. So this is called a hypnogram, which shows what your sleep cycle is like. So again, kind of up and down through the course of the night, staying as we get closer to morning and wakening in those lighter phases there.